someone very close to you and your family can be a very hard experience, especially when you're not aware of the cause until they already pass away. You're told that it was because of a bloodstream disease known as sepsis that caused pneumonia and caused them to suffocate to death. Unfortunately, I had to go through this experience with my dad at the age of 9. Today, I will be informing everyone about the bloodstream disease known as sepsis, and knowing about sepsis can not only inform you, but may even help you be able to save someone's life that is very important to you. I am very educated about sepsis simply because after my dad was killed by the disease, I did a 10-page research paper about sepsis so I could learn as much as I possibly could about the disease so I could be more informed about why it can kill so easily. I will be informing everyone today about sepsis, or about how sepsis can be caused, symptoms that can show because of sepsis, and different treatments required to cure sepsis. First, I will be informing everyone about on how sepsis can be caused. Sepsis is a bacterial infection that can start anywhere in your body. The common places that the infection starts a lot of times is the kidneys, the bladder, your lungs, or if you have some kind of skin wound that's open. There are certain people that are at more risk than others. A lot of times you have an autoimmune disease such as AIDS, cancer, if you're on chemo or radiation. The young and the elderly are especially can get that a lot more because of their weak immune systems. And secondly, I'll be talking about symptoms that can show because of sepsis. Symptoms a lot of times are confused with symptoms that you would have with the flu. Some of the symptoms can feel like you have the flu. You can have a fever or a low temperature. You can have chills or shaking. You can have a fast heartbeat, rapid breathing, low blood pressure, confusion, disorientation, agitation, dizziness. A lot of times you can have a rash. It can either be like a reddish blotchy discoloration all over your body, or you can have small dark red dots all over your body. A lot of times you can get pains in your joints, such as your wrists, ankles, elbows, back, hips, and knees. Third, I will be discussing the different treatments required to cure sepsis and the possibility of death. A lot of times, if you end up having sepsis, you end up in the ICU. A lot of times, oxygen and intravenous fluids are used to increase low blood pressure. A lot of times, you have to have dialysis if you have kidney failure, and possibly a breathing machine if respiratory failure, because a lot of times sepsis can shut down all your organs and cause failure in them. The likelihood of death depends on the person, their previous health, their age, and how quickly it's diagnosed and caught. If the elderly, a lot of times you can die up to 80% depending on the prior health if they have health issues and you're older. And for generally healthy middle-aged people, the death rate is as low as 5%. But the overall average of death is 40%. But a big part of that is depending on how quickly you're treated for it. A lot of times, if you wait a couple days, 3-4 days without getting treatment, you're more likely going to die. Today, I've informed you about the bloodstream disease known as sepsis. We discussed about how sepsis can be caused, symptoms that can show because of sepsis, and different treatments required to cure sepsis, and the possibility of death. Hopefully none of us in this class ever have to experience this horrible disease, but if you ever do, at least you'll be able to know the signs of sepsis and get treatment before it is too late and no one has to go through a death of someone that they truly love.